This is Shadowmaster 520. On my page, I agreed to tell a story. Now, it took me a bit of time, so this is my story. It's about Earth. And like any good story, has to start. So, once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a race of people. That race of people were traveling the stars. They were going all over the place, and they were looking around, and then they came to the solar system we now call our solar system. And they saw a sun, and then they saw a planet, and they saw what we now know as these days as Mars, Jupiter, Venus. But the planet that the sun was, our sun and the planet that was revolving around the sun was not in a elliptical orbit like it would take to have life on. These people, this race, they knew of this. They said, well, we'll put a structure there so we can keep an eye on the planet, and in a way we can govern over the planet and make sure it's all good. So they decided that they're going to build a structure. They didn't know where it was going to go or what it was, but they knew that they had to equalize Earth's, so it just went to round and not go into the sun or whatnot. So they went and built a moon, which is hence our moon that we are looking at every night. So they put the moon in orbit. It took them a little while to do this, but they did do it. And so when they put the moon in orbit, it equalized the planet Earth, so life could be born on it, and there would be, the seasons would be known as summer, spring, winter, fall in some countries. And then you'd have, well, like it is of this day, you would have summer all year round in some countries and whatnot. So this is the situation that they had. Now they have a totally good planet that's floating around the sun, and they have their moon, which is made by this race that they are going to watch over this planet, because in the stars it all runs on love and light. So these guys are watching over this planet, and they watch life being born. Now life is being born again, and disasters happen, but they don't do nothing because it's not necessary for them to interfere. Now the world that we know as of today is long ago in that future. So the point of the story is that we're not alone. We're never alone. Anyway, back to the story. So they put life on this planet, a little bit. Now this is just a story, so don't nobody quote me. They put life on this planet. So we had dinosaurs, we had Tyrannosauruses, we had big land sharks, or not land sharks, but sharks that are in the water, and they're all swimming around, and to this day usually some of them sharks are still down at the bottom of the ocean. Now this race that is truly benevolent is not gone nor forgotten. In the stars, they make a lot of planet-size moons and planet-sized ships that these spiritually enlightened beings use for transportation between the stars. Now, after the life got settled on this planet, time went on. And on. And on. And now it's like a couple 100,000 years has gone by. Now we head into this day and age. So these beings, in a sense, are still there and are still watching over this planet. Now this planet has a law that prohibits any other races to get involved with the education of the race on the planet. But there's some races that didn't listen. So they decided, well, we will go back in time and we will influence the past and make the future what we wish it to be, being the races that are not so spiritually enlightened. So they go back in time, they change the past so the future is more aligned to what they want. Now, when they did this, it set off a few bells for, we will call these people star people. So it set off a few bells around the stars saying, well, somebody's playing around on planet Earth and we have no say, nor have we gave any permission for this to happen. But now they're so ingrained in the Earth itself that things are not going as the spiritually enlightened would like it to go. They are going more towards the unspiritually enlightened, which means the people that aren't so love and light. Now these people have gone back in time and they've changed the future of the planet. So now, as of this day and age, there are people that stood up and they said that this is wrong and something's wrong and we have got to figure it out. So there's a group of people which, for the sake of argument, we will call Camelot. These people got together and they came up with a plan on how to straighten out the past and make the present the way it should be. Now, for all of this to work, we had to communicate amongst ourselves and have more of an understanding of the way things ran up there than the way things ran down here. So, well, that's the end of part 1, and I will have to get back online and finish off the story.